Welcome back to the channel where we simplify complex financial ideas into practical lessons that anyone can apply. Today, we're diving deep into The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. This book uncovers the habits and characteristics of America's real millionaires. And trust me, it's probably not what you expect. You might be surprised to learn that most millionaires aren't living in luxury homes, driving expensive cars, or flaunting their wealth. Instead, they live ordinary lives, quietly accumulating wealth while being disciplined with their money. It's a reality check that could change how you think about wealth and financial independence. When you think of a millionaire, the image that comes to mind is often someone living in a mansion, owning yachts, or jet-setting around the world. But as Stanley and Danko's research shows, most millionaires aren't living that lifestyle at all. In fact, many of them live next door. They're your neighbors, they drive used cars, and they shop at the same stores as you. The real millionaires don't flaunt their wealth. They build it strategically and consistently over time. And here's the kicker. Many people who look wealthy, living in big houses and driving luxury cars, are actually deeply in debt, not wealthy at all. In today's video, we're going to explore the key principles from The Millionaire Next Door, breaking down the habits and behaviors that help people build lasting wealth. We'll learn how true millionaires think about money, how they invest, and how they achieve financial independence without having huge incomes. Whether you're just starting your financial journey or looking for ways to secure your future, these lessons could change the way you think about wealth. Ready to learn how the millionaires next door did it? Let's dive in. Let's start by breaking down the myth of what it means to be a millionaire. Most of us are conditioned to think that being wealthy means living a flashy, extravagant life. Mansion, sports cars, designer clothes, and expensive vacations. But the reality, as revealed in The Millionaire Next Door, is far from that. The vast majority of millionaires live unassuming lives. They live in modest homes, drive used cars, and prioritize financial independence over social status. What's the difference between those who appear wealthy and those who actually are wealthy? It all comes down to one thing: how much you save and invest. Many people who look rich on the outside, wearing expensive clothes, driving new cars, and living in big houses, are often living paycheck to paycheck. They spend nearly every dollar they make on maintaining their lifestyle. On the other hand, true millionaires prioritize saving and investing over spending. They know that wealth isn't about showing off. It's about securing financial freedom and growing your money over time. The lesson here is powerful. You don't need to make millions to become a millionaire. You just need to be disciplined with your money. The millionaires next door achieve financial independence not through huge incomes, but by consistently living below their means and investing their savings. It's about focusing on long-term goals rather than short-term gratification. Now, let's dive into the 7 key traits that millionaires share. These habits and behaviors aren't magic. They're practical, and anyone can adopt them. Stanley and Danko discovered that these 7 traits are common among most millionaires, regardless of their profession or background. Let's break them down. The first trait is that millionaires consistently live below their means. This is perhaps the most important habit of all. Instead of spending every dollar they make, they're intentional about saving and investing a significant portion of their income. It's not about deprivation. It's about making smart choices with money. By living below their means, they create a financial cushion that grows over time, allowing them to build wealth steadily. This doesn't mean they live frugally just for the sake of saving. It's about freeing up resources to invest in things that will appreciate in value. For example, instead of spending $50,000 on a new car, they might buy a reliable used car for $20,000 and invest the difference in the stock market, where it can grow over time. This simple decision can lead to massive financial growth down the road. Millionaires are experts at managing their time, energy, and money. They focus on activities that will grow their wealth, such as budgeting, learning about investing, and building businesses. They avoid distractions and activities that don't contribute to their long-term financial goals. This efficiency allows them to maximize their productivity and compound their wealth. For example, a millionaire might spend time each week reviewing their budget, rebalancing their investment portfolio, or exploring new business opportunities. They understand that time is a valuable resource, and they use it to create financial growth. By aligning their time and money with their long-term goals, they ensure that every action brings them closer to financial independence. One of the biggest differences between millionaires and the average person is their mindset. Millionaires care far more about achieving financial independence than they do about looking rich. They don't feel the need to show off or keep up with the Joneses. Their goal is freedom. Freedom from financial stress, freedom to live on their own terms, and freedom to enjoy life without worrying about money. They understand that true wealth doesn't come from material possessions, but from having the financial security to live comfortably and on your own terms. It's a mindset shift, from trying to impress others to focusing on what really matters, building a financial safety net that lasts. Millionaires are skilled at spotting opportunities to grow their wealth. Whether it's through investing in the stock market, real estate, or starting their own businesses, they know how to identify opportunities that will increase in value over time. They don't rely on luck. They use research, knowledge, and patience to make informed financial decisions. For example, instead of chasing the next big trend, they might invest in a rental property that provides steady cash flow and appreciates over time. Or they might buy stocks in well-established companies with strong growth potential. These opportunities might not bring instant gratification, but over the long term, they lead to significant wealth accumulation. Many millionaires choose careers that provide financial stability and allow them to save and invest. While some are high earners in professions like law or medicine, many are business owners or professionals in fields that might not seem glamorous, but offer financial security and the ability to accumulate wealth over time. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need a high-paying job to become wealthy. Millionaires choose careers that allow them to consistently save and invest. They prioritize stability and growth over status. This allows them to build wealth steadily without being at the mercy of an unpredictable income. Financial success is often a team effort, and millionaires know the importance of having a financially responsible partner. Many millionaires are married to someone who shares their values around money, someone who understands the importance of saving, budgeting, and investing. Together, they create a household that's focused on building wealth and achieving financial independence. Having a spouse who supports your financial goals can make a huge difference in building wealth. When both partners are on the same page financially, it's much easier to stick to a budget, avoid debt, and grow your savings together. Lastly, millionaires pass down their financial knowledge to their children. They understand that wealth building is a multi-generational process, and they teach their kids the importance of financial discipline. This includes teaching them how to save, invest, and live below their means, just as they did. By instilling these values early, they ensure that their children carry on the family's tradition of financial independence. One of the biggest lessons from The Millionaire Next Door is understanding the difference between wealth and income. Many people confuse the two, thinking that a high income automatically makes you wealthy. But in reality, wealth is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. Here's a perfect example. You could earn $300,000 a year, but if you spend it all on luxury items, vacations, and expensive cars, you're not building wealth, you're just spending money. On the other hand, someone earning a more modest income, say $60,000 a year, who saves and invests a portion of that income, can build significant wealth over time. The key isn't how much you make, it's how much you save, invest, and grow. Think of wealth as a tree that grows over time. The more you water it, by saving and investing, the more it will grow. It doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, your wealth will compound, and eventually, your money will start working for you. That's the key to financial independence, making your money work for you, not the other way around. Let's talk about debt, a topic that's often misunderstood. Millionaires understand how to manage debt wisely, and that's a critical part of building wealth. Debt can either be a tool or a trap depending on how you use it. The Millionaire Next Door highlights how millionaires minimize bad debt while using good debt strategically to grow their wealth. First, what's bad debt? It's the kind of debt that costs you money without creating any financial return. Credit card debt, high-interest loans, and borrowing money to buy things that depreciate in value. These are examples of bad debt. Millionaires avoid bad debt like the plague. They don't carry credit card balances or take out loans for luxury items. They know that every dollar paid in interest is a dollar that could have been saved or invested. On the flip side, good debt is debt that can help you grow wealth. For example, taking out a mortgage to buy an investment property or using leverage to invest in a business. Millionaires use good debt strategically. They borrow money to invest in assets that will appreciate over time, providing them with cash flow and capital gains. The key difference is that bad debt drains your wealth, while good debt helps you grow it. Millionaires understand how to use debt to their advantage. They minimize the cost of borrowing, pay off high-interest debt quickly, and only take on debt when it will produce a positive return. By managing debt wisely, they protect their wealth and keep it growing. Building wealth isn't just about numbers. It's also about mindset. Millionaires think differently about money than most people. While many people have a scarcity mindset, believing that there's never enough money, millionaires have an abundance mindset. They believe that through hard work, discipline, and smart decisions, they can always create more wealth. This abundance mindset is key to wealth building. Instead of focusing on limitations, millionaires focus on opportunities. They understand that money is a tool. It's not something to be feared or hoarded. They're willing to take calculated risks, invest in themselves, and believe in the power of compound growth. This mindset shift is what sets them apart from those who live in constant financial stress. Millionaires also understand the importance of delayed gratification. While others might splurge on instant luxuries, millionaires are willing to wait. They prioritize long-term wealth over short-term satisfaction. This psychological discipline allows them to make smarter financial choices, consistently save and invest for the future. It's not just about being frugal, it's about having the patience and foresight to build something lasting. Millionaires know that budgeting is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. A budget gives you control over your money, allowing you to see exactly where it's going and make adjustments as needed. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend, accumulate debt, and lose sight of your financial goals. Think of a budget as a roadmap. It helps you plan your spending, prioritize saving, and avoid the pitfalls of overspending and debt. By sticking to a budget, millionaires make sure that every dollar is being used wisely, whether it's going towards savings, investments, or living expenses. And here's the great thing. A budget isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. It helps you align your money with your values and goals. Budgeting also allows millionaires to plan for the unexpected. They build emergency funds, save for future expenses, and make sure they're never caught off guard by financial surprises. This financial discipline is what keeps them on track even when life throws them a curveball. Another core principle of wealth building is frugality. But let's be clear, being frugal doesn't mean being cheap. It means making thoughtful, intentional choices with your money. Millionaires are frugal because they understand that every dollar saved is a dollar that can be invested and grown. Frugality isn't about deprivation. It's about getting the most value for your money. Millionaires don't waste money on things that depreciate in value, like flashy cars or expensive gadgets. Instead, they focus on quality purchases that last. For example, they might buy a reliable used car instead of a brand new luxury model and invest the savings. Frugality extends to all areas of life. Whether it's groceries, clothing, or entertainment, millionaires prioritize value over luxury. They know that by making smart choices today, they'll have more financial freedom in the future. And ultimately, that freedom is worth far more than any short-term luxury. So, what can we learn from the Millionaire Next Door? The key takeaway is that building wealth isn't about earning a huge income or living a flashy lifestyle. It's about living below your means, saving and investing consistently, and making smart financial choices. Anyone can become financially independent by adopting these habits. Remember, wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. By following these principles, you can build a strong financial foundation and enjoy the freedom that comes with financial independence. The millionaires next door aren't extraordinary. They just follow simple, effective habits that anyone can adopt. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more tips to improve yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.